All right, we're here with the wireless guy, perhaps the most famous investor, Chris Sacca, former Google manager. What did you do at Google?
I was the head of special initiatives there, so I was responsible for this weird, strange array of special projects that were all over the place. So from some acquisitions and business development deals to helping found some products to buying
Partnerships?
Partnerships, sure. As well as I kind of created this division called the Alternative Access Division that built a lot of the new wireless initiatives there.
You're now helping advising startups. What is the main thing? What is good at helping startups?
I think a lot of startups, because they're run by increasingly younger and technically oriented people, that a lot of the basic business principles, product design principles, user experience principles, strategy principles are new to them. You know, it's so cheap to build companies now that you don't have to build massive teams, and so there are these holes in some of these teams where hackers have great ideas, they're able to code them really quickly, and then there's this layer of like, okay, so how do we really focus on that user problem? How do we really talk to the people who should be using this? How do we make it easy for them to use it? That kind of stuff where I can be helpful.
So the only innovation does come from startups nowadays?
I don't think the only innovation comes from startups, but I think startups are oriented around innovation. So I think there's very little extraneous garbage that gets in the way. You know, in startups, you tend not to have meetings, there's not reports, you don't build PowerPoint presentations, you know, that kind of stuff. You're all in the same room, you're constantly thinking. They're lean, you don't usually have the fat of the revenue to fall back on, and so you're driven to go ahead and build something pretty quickly, and so I think that's where most of the innovation is coming from.
Was this the reason you left Google?
There are a lot of reasons I left Google. Number one, I'd been there a long time. It's the longest I'd ever been at one company, and in Silicon Valley, you know, 4+ years it's like measured in dog years. You know, it was like maybe 28 years or something like that. But I really liked working with small teams, and I liked working across a bunch of different ideas. So right now I have 18 different companies I work with.
18 different companies?
Yeah, 18 different companies I advise, and so that means I get to learn about 18 different spaces. And as companies like Google get bigger, they really encourage you to specialize in one thing, and specialization's never been my talent.
You're one of the most famous investors in Twitter, I believe.
I mean, there's a lot of famous investors in Twitter. I
know Mark Andreessen is an investor as well.
Andreessen's in Twitter, Ron Conway's in Twitter. There are a lot of great, amazing people involved as investors, advisors, you know, friends of the company. Amazing people on the board like Fred Wilson, Bijan Sabeh, Peter.
But why did you invest in Twitter? I mean, how are you going to make money with Twitter?
I invested in Twitter because I believe deeply in the product. I believe in the founding team. I just think they're an amazing group of guys who they built Blogger. You know, their talent is boundless, and I have no doubt Twitter is going to make money. You know,
perhaps selling it to Google.
No, I think Twitter will succeed well as an independent company. I think it has the potential to be Google. It's.
But how? It's just a quite simple application, I believe.
That's the thing. I think people underestimate it because it's both the content creation engine and the search engine combined, and we've never seen that before. As well as the commercialization engine. Like, tweets can be advertisements, not in the traditional way, but you know, when a company is interacting with a user directly, in a way they're advertising, in a way they're building brand, and that has value. And so we've never actually seen integrated in one platform the commercialization, the content creation, and all the search interaction. It's pretty cool.
Twitter is about social media communication?
I think that underestimates it too. I don't think it's just social media at all. So I think it really is a real-time communication platform.
Okay. You supported Obama. What kind of support did you do for him?
I was all over the place. So I was a technology, media, and telecom advisor. So we wrote policy on what the new administration would do and how to express our platform around that kind of stuff. Then I was a surrogate speaker, so I went on tour speaking in large and small venues on his behalf, talking to people, really getting their feedback on what mattered to them, talking about clean energy, about job